What up? What up? Facebook ads secrets. You're catching. If you're catching replay, awesome. Welcome. It's Douglas James. Welcome to the group. But this is a live recording. I'm just gonna give it a couple minutes here and let a couple people jump on real quick. But I wanted to do some Q&A and show you guys an awesome new tool that you can use in your business to make life easier. All right. All right. So I'm just going to give it a second. I'm going to let some people jump in. If you want to fast forward, if you're watching the replay, by all means, just a couple minutes. All right. Let's see. All right, guys, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. So I wanted to go over, I put out some questions out there and I asked, what's some of the stuff that you guys are struggling with most in your business, with Facebook ads, and I know for a lot of us here, we're one of three different things, right? So in the group, I did put, I'll pull this post up, a lot of people are answering this and it's really good engagement, right? So there's a lot of people that are, majority of the group, they're marketers that are trying to figure out how to run effective Facebook ads. We have business owners here that have some type of brick and mortar business or some type of consulting service where we're trying to get more customers. And then obviously we have, people here that have jobs, that have the 9 to 5, that want to quit that job eventually and run Facebook ads and scale a Facebook ads agency from home. And that's kind of like where I came from. That's my story, right? And that's just, my job was in the military, right? And I was able to, replace that income and make a lot more, and it kept scaling because of some of the simple tricks and secrets that I kind of share with you guys in the group, especially on any of my webinars or any of my trainings that you've seen. You've got to see some of those skills. So we have a good group, mix of people. So this group essentially is for you, for anybody that is in the category. All right, so I just want to go over some of the struggles looks like that you guys may be having with Facebook ads, some of the struggles that you may have in your business now, so I'll just start at the top. Looks like we have, targeting issues. If you're ever targeting, a client, on Facebook for, let's just say, dentist, whatever you're trying to target, you got to think about where are the best places that your clients, prospects or clients hang out. So if you're doing leads for a dentist, you need to ask them particular questions like, tell me about your patients, like what's their pain points, what's their issues, learn what types of groups or associations they're a part of. Do they like a particular type of coffee? Do they watch a certain type of TV show, read certain magazines? All right, because you can target all this stuff on Facebook. So as far as targeting, you have to know your client to be able to target a good audience, so you can start driving leads. Okay, so that's the only way to do it. So you have to get detailed with your targeting. Okay, sometimes if you're offering like really, really expensive services, it's a great idea to target people that make, let's say, at least $100K a month and stack it. So have your little pot of targeting at the top, right? You targeted all their interests, all their demographics, right? Male, female, the age range. And then you want to stack that with people that make at least $100,000 a month, right? That means they're going to have a little bit more money, a little bit more disposable income to spend money on your product or service. All right. So I just want to talk about that with targeting. It's very, very important to understand that. Somebody is trying to figure out solar leads. Solar is my jam. I love solar. Pretty much with solar, you see a lot of people offering, the free consultation, the free evaluation, all that, right? Like, who's going to spend money on anything when you're telling them this is how much, if you're going to charge them to tell you how much it's going to how much it's going to cost for them to pay you, right? It doesn't work like that. So that's why offering like free evaluations, free consultations, free calls, stuff like that, it doesn't really sell in the mainstream brick and mortar phone driven businesses, okay? Because nobody in their right mind is going to give somebody money for them to tell you how much it's going to cost them to hire them. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're in some type of high level consulting, unless you're like a super expert Facebook ads expert, right? Or a super expert restaurant consultant where you got to pay, $100 to get on a phone call with them. That's when you can do it. But for like most of the stuff for local businesses, that's not the way it's going to be. All right. So for solar, you have to find a niche. You have to figure out like what is the incentives. There's government incentives for people that buy solar, right? So it's usually like some type of tax return, so, and they can save, X number of dollars per year. So they should be saving like up to $1,000 to $2,000 per year. So those are some good selling points, so you want to have them opt in to figure out how they can save $2,000, a year on their electricity bill, or how they can, claim up to 30% of their solar, through government fund or government rebates or something like that. All right, that's what you're going to want to do with solar. So conversations balancing getting quality leads to take action versus vultures looking for a deal. I know, like, a lot of people, it's hard. You do all this marketing, you have people coming to your funnels, and you have people that are just submitting information and it's going nowhere. They're just kind of like biting, but there's nothing there, right? It's because you have failed to create a very trustful a relationship with that lead. You fail to nurture that lead and build trust and credibility. Okay, so if you have something that's just asking for a name, email, phone number, and they don't know what they're getting yet, and you're forcing them to give a name, email, phone number, and then they don't like the offer, then you essentially, you just created a lead for yourself for no reason. Okay, so you have to be upfront, and you have to be honest with the offer upfront for whatever type of lead you're going to generate. Okay, so if you want serious leads, put in some work, put testimonials, put list benefits. Before you get name, email, phone number, or before you create that lead, put all the information out there that educates your clients on your product or service, so that when it comes time for them to submit their information, when you get that information, they're serious. Okay, I think a lot of times as marketers, we want that lead and we want it now, but we get aggravated when it doesn't actually turn into an actual sale or anything. That's because we fail. And I'm guilty of this too. So many of us are guilty of it. We fail to educate that prospect on the front end of the funnel. Okay, so we got to make sure that we're putting enough information out there, testimonials of people saying how great the product or service is, listing the benefits, okay, things like that, and be very clear. Hey, if you give us your information, what's going to happen? Okay, are you booking a phone call? Are we sending you an email? Are you going to get a text message? Those types of things are very important. All right. So let's see. Getting started my first dentist trial next week. But I'm also from the medical field. Do you say there is a plastic surgeon? Yes, there's plastic surgeon campaigns in the course, Chris. Awesome. Hope to see you in there if you're not in there already. Justin, getting clients. Yeah, man. What's your product or service? It depends on like what are you trying to offer, Hey, what's up, guys? I got some awesome people watching. What's up, Maria and Chris? Whoever was watching, welcome. Lost my train of thought. So for getting clients, guys, so understand your product or service, understand who your target audience is. Who are you speaking to? Who's buying your product or service? Who do you want to become a client? So if you're trying to get clients, what is it you're trying to sell? What type of pain are you trying to solve? Okay, you have to be very clear. So if I'm a dentist and I'm trying to bring people to my clinic, I need to say, man, doesn't it suck to have, gingivitis, to be having, to get a root canal, doesn't it suck to have bad breath or have yellow teeth? Not like that. So, that much, right? But you want to speak on the pain. Like, man, doesn't it suck to not have enough leads for your business? Doesn't it suck to not have to worry? Doesn't it suck to have to worry if you're going to be able to pay your bills next month? Doesn't it suck to not be able to take that trip with your family? Okay, speak on the pain for whatever you're trying to offer. So if you're having trouble trying to get clients, maybe you aren't offering them the right message. maybe you're all, I'm not saying this is you, I'm just saying from commonly for being in the digital marketing space, most people are me, but they're not you and try to nurture you and try to fix your problem. So you have to understand who your client is, what's their problem, and how do you fit into being the solution for that client. And once you can figure that out, that's how you get clients. Okay. And a lot of this stuff, like I teach in the course, is psychology. You have to understand like what's going on in the brain of the people that you're targeting on Facebook, and how do you speak to them and make them stop their feed, read your ad, click on it, and submit their personal information to do your product or service, whatever it is. That's very important. You have to understand the psychology. Once you can understand that, like I'm telling you, you're not going to have a problem getting clients at all. All right. So I think there might be also a credibility issue. So if you're trying to sell something, but you don't really have anything to show yet, that might be a problem. Okay. So there are ways to do trials at first, to build trust and rapport, build a case study and stuff like that. But you a lot of the time it is a credibility issue, and you're not nurturing, trying to actually solve a problem. You're just too me. Not saying that's you, but that's the common stuff that I've seen in digital marketing space doing coaching now. Okay. What up, Grover? How y'all guys doing? Let me refresh this page so I can see you guys jumping in. I'm just going over, some of the struggles people are having with their Facebook ads agency, or what they have, what's going on with their business. I'm going to do live Q&A, continue to do live Q&A here for the next 15 or so minutes, and I'm going to jump into an awesome new tool I'm going to share with you guys for doing Facebook ads. All right. So Justin was inquiring about the course. Awesome, man. Yeah, the course is awesome. If you want to know more about it, all you got to do is just jump on my live training webinar. You just got to register. I pretty much talk about my 3 simple secrets that I used to scale my Facebook agency. I actually made $14K my first month doing this after hours. So if you're anyone that's watching that does have a job, and you have to be somewhere from 9 to 5 every day, and then you have kids, blah, blah, blah. Trust me, been there, did that. Hey, I don't have kids, but, I was in the military. I had to work like 12-hour days, right? So I was very restricted on my time. But still, I was able to hustle, and like I wake up at 4 o'clock every day and go to the gym. Like that's how I've structured my day, what's important to me. Me and my girlfriend have a certain amount of time together every single day. On the weekends, we're doing things together. So I was able to kind of work-life balance, okay? So whatever your situation is, whether you're a marketer that's trying to figure out how to get more clients or get better results for your clients, a business owner that's trying to sell their product or service, a coach or anything like that, or a person that has a job and just hates it and you want to work from home like this guy right here, and this, like in my situation right now, this was a dream. Like this was like crazy, like right now to doing this. There was a point where, I was stuck in my job. I was not happy. I wasn't fulfilled. And that's when I found internet marketing, and just things kind of took off. So I understand where you're coming from. If you do have a job and you want to get out of it, trust me, there's programs out there. I do offer some awesome free training. So just stay engaged with the group, ask questions. But I'm going to keep pushing forward with the Q&A and everything for you guys. So again, with the course, just register for the free webinar event. It's at the top of the page at the pin post. It's the one of me like doing the same video and over and over. Every time I go into the group, I see the same video of me. It's funny. But anyway, so Joshua was asking, trying to text Mark Zuckerberg, but I can't find his number. I remember this. I was eating out with Sonia last weekend, and I jokingly text him his number. Cool, man. Austin's asking, just got a dentist on board. Any tips on the marketing? I mean, yeah. So like, if you guys know me, like dentist, chiropractors are like the 2 biggest niches that I got in. We're doing multiple 5 figures, in each of those niches. And it was really easy for us, because once we got one result, we just kept multiplying that one result with the funnel, so like we have, the chiros and the dentist. We have multiple niches, right? But we have them like California, Ohio, New York. So they say this the same way people react to the ads here, or it's the same way they react in there. Like it doesn't always work out like that with every niche for every market. But that's what I was able to do, and the way we were able to do it is for dentist. Okay, you actually want to target people. You want to go kind of broad. Most people need a dentist, right? You have to think about your product or service. Like, how many people truly need it? Think about like what the ROI is going to be. I'm going to use this example because I think someone else was asking me about it. But one niche that I am not a huge fan of is I'm going to just say is pest control. Okay, because it's kind of new and relevant. I'm not a huge fan of pest control, and it's a good example because very few people need pest control, right? I mean, I'm sure there's places, restaurants, bars, or whatever, where there's like some type of roach or rat problem, right? But I think for the most part, people don't have those types of problems, and if they do get that, that means there has been some type of breakout. So the ROI on that, there's an audience for it, but it's not like people are banging down people's doors to buy the product or service, right? People are banging down people's doors to get an adjustment because they have sciatic nerve pain, because they got in an auto accident. People are banging down people's doors to get their teeth cleaned because they don't know how to brush and they don't know how to floss, right? People are banging down doors every day to get their car washed, to get their car detailed because it's raining every 2 days, right? Or something like that. So that's why I like those particular niches. I have a complete list of all my favorite niches, where the reason why I love these niches is because so many people need them and so many people are asking for them. So if you're doing leads or marketing for a business that most of the population need right now, you're going to do very well. Like real estate and mortgage, like everyone is trying to own a home or find an apartment or finance their home or finance companies. Everyone needs to. Nobody can buy a house for $500,000. Boom. No one can buy a car for $50,000. Boom. Right? They need to finance. So working with finance companies or banks or something like that, everyone needs. So if you can get into, I like to call them easy ROI clients or no-brainer clients, whatever you want to call them, it's going to be a lot easier for you to generate leads because so much of the population is already in there trying to bang someone's door down for that product or service. And if you can target them and put the right message in front of them when they need that service, it's going to be a win for you. It's going to be a no-brainer. All right, so that's my recommendation. But anyway, so for dentists, go broad on your targeting. I would just target like men or women, from like 27 to 45. Go broad on that, and then don't do any detailed targeting. You can try out some detailed targeting. Obviously, what would you target for dentists? People that like a particular type of toothpaste, that like a typical particular type of toothbrush. So if you want to target like high-end toothbrushes like the Philips electric toothbrush or whatever, you can do that. So if people are investing $200 in a toothbrush, that probably means they're in the market for a good dentist that probably are willing to pay good money for some type of cosmetic dental work, right? So that's something to look into. Hint, hint. Okay. So I think I just gave you a nugget right there. But what's up, guys? What's up? I'm going to go ahead and click this video over here so all these questions pop up. So if you guys got questions, I'm going to answer them live right here. I'm just going through some of the, I posted in the group, what are you struggling with most with Facebook ads? Let's see. Cool. Great D, Golden Nuggets, awesome. How about real estate? Molly, yeah, I touched on real estate a little bit. Like, I love real estate because, like I said, everybody needs to be in a home. They need to be in a condo. They need to be in an apartment, right? That's why it's a no-brainer niche, and when you're targeting for anything, whether that be real estate or dentist or pressure washing companies, you have to know where the clients hang out online. So what are some websites real estate agents visit? What are some websites that people that are looking to buy a home visit? They probably visit Realtor.com. They probably visit Trulio. They probably visit Zillow.com. Why these three sites? Because these three sites are all about helping people find homes and rental property in their local communities. So if you target people that are interested in those websites, that means they're actively in the market for a property. So if you have a real estate agent you're trying to do leads for, and you put their ad together, all right, and show people that looked at those websites, they're going to be highly prone to engaging with that content. Okay. Now the message is different. When you're creating the ad, you're going to want to speak, hey, looking to move into a new home here in San Diego. Ask a question that stops that disrupts their thinking and says, hey, yes, I am. Get them to read your content. We have so and so many properties here. Would you like to see what your home is worth, or something like that, right? If they're trying to move. Just get your messaging. Make sure your marketing is messaging. That's all marketing is. If you can market and say the right messaging to the right people, you're just speaking to people. Like, that's all it is. When you're targeting an audience and you're putting an ad together, you're just speaking to that particular audience you're targeting. I think that's something that most people miss out on when they're trying to create Facebook ads. They're not tying their message from their ad to their targeting. So whoever you're targeting, these are the people that are going to be reading this message. So it needs to be completely relevant to them. Does that make sense? So I think once you start learning how to make that connection, you're going to have a lot better success with Facebook ads. It's going to make a lot more sense for you. All right. But yes, I love real estate. I love mortgage. We're actually working with a mortgage broker here in San Diego. He does all active duty people. And when I told him I was in the service and serving in the Navy, he was all over it after he saw, the work that we're doing here. So I love mortgage for VAs. We have an awesome funnel for that. But if you can get into any type of real estate or mortgage where people need the service like crazy, guys, just figure out your targeting and your messaging. You guys are going to be good to go. What up? Give me lead. Okay. The one pitch and give it get. Yeah. Yep. That's a good point, Chris. Like, in all of your marketing, whatever Facebook ads you're trying to do, you have to 100% give a little bit to get back. So I was talking had a call earlier with a company that does ceramic coating. So they have a team of like 20 people that travel all over Southern California and goes to their home or their office, and they pretty much take off the top layer of coating and paint of their car. No, I'm sorry, not the paint, but the coating on their car. They scrub it off, and they put what's called a ceramic coating on it, which strengthens the paint and puts like a ceramic invisible layer on the car. It costs like $2,000 and up, and they do it for most people that buy like Lamborghinis and Bentleys and stuff like that. Get it done, right? So we already know that we can bring him a lead for that for like, $12, $13, which makes sense. If we can bring him a lead for that for $12 and he's got a 20% close rate, you're looking at $60 for a $2,000 job. That's how lucrative it is. So we were talking to him about how we can scale his business. And we need to give like some type of massive discount because there's tons of body shops and car shops around here that aren't offering some type of value. So you have to give some type of value up front. So we're talking to him about, hey man, I know you want to target, Lambos and Bentleys, and these people got money, but it's going to catch their eye when they see a 25% off. Okay. Like, I don't care how much money you make, like, we're human beings. All right, so we do want to save no matter what, So if you can offer that kind of voucher or something like that to attract them and stop their feed, they're going to be more prone to doing business with you. So he was having a hard time. Be like, no, this cost us this, our labor is that, blah blah blah. I don't know if we can do that. Well, and I was just like, well, then adjust your prices. If you're charging $2,000, charge $2,500. It's a Lamborghini. And people get this stuff all the time. So adjust your prices. So if you're talking to a client and they're like, oh, I don't know if I can do 25% off. This is where our numbers are. We like it. Well, bring the prices up because your demand's gonna. If you start working with me, the demand's gonna go up, right? And you have to offer something of value. So that's why earlier I said, like, forget the free value evaluation, forget the free consultation. Screw all that, guys. Screw all that. That nobody is going to pay you to tell them how much it's going to cost for your time, okay? Unless you are an extreme expert in the market. You've already established yourself as the expert, okay, for whatever your product or service is. That's the only time you're going to get somebody to give you money for them to tell you how much it's going to cost, okay? So free evaluations, free consultations, throw all that out the window. Start giving free discounts. Start making people take some type of quiz. Okay, we've had awesome successes with quizzes, all right? And that's how you're going to create engagement, all right? Or give away a blender. Like we did this one campaign for a dental clinic, and we gave away a $500 Vitamix, and we already target everyone in the market, right? And we had like 1,000 people opt in to win this $500 Vitamix. But what did we do immediately after in that funnel? We were like, hey, how about you come get a free teeth cleaning? Boom, 20% conversion rate. We're getting people in chairs for like $5 because we shoved so many people into this funnel. Who's not going to be on their phone? Free Vitamix, just enter your email, boom, 1,000 people, all right? So think outside the box like that in some of your marketing. Some niches that you get into, you might have to do something like that, okay? The voucher is going to work for most local businesses. It will work. But if you get into some type of market, if you want to try something else out, giving away some type of like a Vitamix or giving away don't give away a consultation. those should be free anyway. Give away something of value that someone can opt in and give their information to, okay? Like a Vitamix or like a what's another one? Talking to a car dealer. Just closed a car dealer a couple days ago. They wanted to give away a test drive. I'm like, dude, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, a test drive? No, you can't run an ad and say free test drive. Come get a free test drive. No. People drive cars, to see if they like them or not. That's something you give anyway. How about offering, $1,000 off or offering, 2% or 0% financing through your credit union or something like that? That's going to be a lot more intriguing to someone that's in the market to buy a car, right? Does that make sense? Just you have to use your thinking, guys, and that brings me to another point, no, that's funny, right? Free test drive. So it brings me to another point. Like if you're in the Facebook ads marketing business and you do ads for clients, okay, even if you're trying to figure it out for your coaching business or whatever type of business that you do have, you are the expert. End of story. That's it. That's the end of it. You are the expert. So when someone's coming to you and they're like, no, that's not going to work. This is what I want to do with my business. I want to give away this, blah, blah, blah. No, they're paying you and they're hiring you for your expertise. And if they don't like it, they can shove it. And you can just go to the next person that's willing to hear your valuable advice. Okay. There's been many, many times where I'm on a phone call or I'm talking to a client and they say goofy stuff like that. I want to give away a free test drive on a Facebook ad. And I'm like, no, we can't do that. We have to go like this. So it's all about positioning yourself as the expert. You are the expert and you have to be confident and assertive in your answer and in your coaching. You essentially have to walk them through it. You have to coach your client or whoever's buying your product or service through the process so that they understand, because they can't do it themselves. That's why they're hiring you. They know everything about vehicles and how to rebuild a transmission and how to replace an air conditioner at a home and how to do Invisalign and braces, right? Or whatever the client is, but they know nothing about marketing their business, okay? So that's why they hire you. So position yourself as the expert, and if they say no, cool. There's like, how many businesses there are in the country? Like 28 million small businesses. Go get another one. All right. It's as easy as that. All right, guys. All right. So let's see what other questions do we have? Talked about real estate, talked about positioning. Cool. So my budget is super tight on. So Jordan's saying my budget is super tight. I'm a single father and I've been studying as much as possible, but my laptop went out and can't really afford to fix it. Could I consistently do this from the library? Jordan, so if I'm getting this right, you are a single father. you're trying to build a Facebook ads agency, it looks like, right? Or you own some type of business, or you're trying to sell some type of product or service. So it is kind of vital that you have a workstation, somewhere easy to access, but I'm going to tell you, I've heard harder stories, of people way harder than running a business out of a library. There's nothing wrong with that. The good thing about libraries, they're open working hours, so all your clients are, working during working hours. So, I mean, if you wanted to hustle and open up your Facebook ads agency or scale your Facebook agency or scale your business, whatever you're trying to do from using the internet at the library, I'm 100% not going to discourage you from doing that, because I believe in entrepreneurship. I believe that if you're willing to do what most people aren't so you can live the rest of your life like most people can't, then you need to go do that. So yes, go in that library, get your go scan your library card. I'm here. Okay, and go cash in that free internet at the library, 100%, because I would do the same exact thing. All right. So, yes. So if you're trying, whatever you're trying to do, I would do it 100%. I would make it happen. I think being an entrepreneur and being able to work from home has given me so many luxuries, given my family so many opportunities. I've been able to see more family, experience more birthdays, take more trips, do more incredible things that I couldn't when I was stuck 100% at my job for 9, 10, 12 hours a day. So I 100% support you, whatever it is you're trying to do in your business, in your life. If you're trying to run a Facebook ads agency or if you're trying to sell t-shirts out of your car and you need the internet at the library, go do that, man. All right, go do that 100%. Make it happen. All right, because one day, the day's going to come, I posted something just like a couple days ago. I was like, do something today that your future self will thank you for. So, hustling the library internet to live a better life for you and your child down the road, 100% go do that, man. What else we got? What up? Can't wait to hear about your new strategy. Boom, it's coming out here. I just want to get through Q&A for you guys. My wife wants to know Oliver says, my wife wants to know if it's best to use our own Facebook pixel for client ads or have the client set up an ad account and create their. Okay, cool. Good question, Oliver. So, any of my students want to answer that? It's a good question. Anyway, I'll just answer it. So, yes, Oliver, keep your business completely separate from your client's business. I would go an extra step at creating a business manager for your agency. Like, you're bringing clients and you're into your agency and you're running ads for your agency to get more clients, and then have another business manager set up where you're running ads for your actual clients. You're bringing your client's business, okay? So you want to have a business manager, your client. All right, forget this other business manager that I mentioned, okay? You have 2 business managers for Oliver, right? Now take one of those business managers and then go to Mr. Client or Mrs. Client, create them a business manager, make sure they have a Facebook business page and a ad account in that business manager. Then you need to have your Facebook profile, business page, and ad manager as well inside your business manager. Okay, and then you need to request access to their business manager. Okay, that's what you need to do. And then in your business manager, you're going to be able to manage each one of your clients. So you can do this with like 100 people. Okay, but you need to do it with business managers. Business managers need to communicate. So inside their business manager, you're going to get access to their ad account and their business page, and you're going to be able to manage all your clients on your one business manager here. And each client is going to have their own pixel in their ad account, okay? So keep it separate. Use your pixel for your business. So, example, I'm going to use myself example. I'm Douglas James. I have a Facebook ads agency, right? I have a business manager that I use to run ads to bring people into my business. So we show thousands of dentists an awesome case study, and we convert those people off of one pixel from one ad into our business. Okay, that's the example. Also, I'm Douglas James. I do Facebook ads for those dentists that become clients. So I'm going to go to my second business manager, get access to their accounts with their pixels on it, and I'm going to run their ads for them. All right? So that's what you got to do. Keep it separate. All right? So don't ever share your pixel with your client. Keep the data separate. It's the best way to go. All right? I don't see why not. So Sammy says, what do you suggest is the best method for manual bidding and scaling? That's a really good question. There's a lot of controversy, and I think it's a missed opportunity for most people with the bidding strategy, right? So the bidding strategy, it depends on your audience. So if you're going after an audience that's like 1 million, 2 million, there's no reason to do a manual bidding. You can do it automatic. You're giving Facebook enough data for them to work their algorithm and push your ad out and charge you the best price per click, per conversion, per whatever. But if you're going under 100,000, okay, it gets a little tighter. It's not that much data. It's not that many hit points, right, for Facebook's algorithm. So it's best to do manual bidding. So when you pop manual, all right, so say if you're doing local leads for a local business at a 10-mile radius, right? You pop in that manual bidding instead of automatic, Facebook's going to give you a range. It's going to give you a range of numbers that the suggested bid price, okay, it's going to be like, if you're doing clicks, it's going to be like $1 to like $2.57. The best thing to do is just to round up to the next dollar. So if it's $2.57 is the high, round it to $3. Okay, that's going to be your best approach for local business, 100%. All right. Zachary says, Douglas, I haven't taken the course yet. I've been catching up on bills. However, I'm ready, passionate about this, and have been reading and listening and being proactive in all your courses and live episodes. I got a couple clients interested who want to talk next week. I don't have business accounts, brochures, or pricing. I just have my knowledge thus far, and I don't have data from previous clients. How should I pitch this to the company? It's a dental office. Should I use the IG funnel and show them what Facebook does for them? So, Zach, here's my suggestion to you, man. I don't want it to sound too harsh. You need to be 100% I'm going to tell you about a story. When I first started doing Facebook ads, I had a lot of success quick because I was able to get someone, results, and I just kept replicating that, and I built agency to 14K really quick, right? Obviously, it's a lot more than that now. But what I started doing, I was like, damn, I had this one awesome result for this one industry. Let me figure out other industries, right? And try to, test and do all this crazy stuff. I started doing that, man. I kind of hit a stroke of luck with my first one, and then when I branched off in an industry and I really tried to start learning Facebook ads, I started spending thousands of dollars, spending all this time, and then I was losing clients every week or two, and then I was just onboarding clients to replace those clients. And it was taking me away from scaling the one success that I already had. Now, in the midst of doing all this for a few months, longer than a few months, I learned Facebook ads for sure, spent tens of thousands of dollars, right? But I shot myself in the foot so many times that if I would have just buckled down on what worked and just learned from there and grew from there, I would have been a lot more successful than I am today, I think. But all those failures did give me the opportunity to learn a lot more than I probably meant to learn, right? And it's put me in this awesome position that I have to share it with you guys. So if I were you, I would definitely make sure you know what you're doing, because it is painful to go into something and you're telling someone, hey, I'm going to do this for your business, or I may be able to do this for your business, or this is what I heard this could do for your business. But if you don't know truly what you're doing and, stuff goes south, now you're looking at lawsuits. Now you're looking at credibility issues. Now you're looking at reputation, being damaged. So if you're new, if you have some type of job right now, you're trying to quit and you're trying to get into Facebook ads, I 100% make sure that you invest in the right training. I am not saying you need to invest in my training and my course, but you need to do it 100% somewhere, because I know what that pain looks like. I know what it looks like to get a 1-star review because you had an unhappy customer when you're just starting out your marketing agency. Okay, this was more relevant to when I first started doing SEO like over 3 years ago. All right, so make sure that you know what you're doing. Okay, like what I give you guys in the training, free training, or if you jump into the course, everything I give you is a shortcut. Okay, it's not easy by any means, but it's simple. It's made to be a lot more simpler, and it's a shortcut. Okay, so to answer your question, what you should tell them, I think that you should go to them with a funnel that could potentially do some good work for them. That, if you have something, if you have a funnel, if you had some type of targeting or an ad, maybe you swiped it from somewhere, maybe one of my courses or free training or something cool, whatever. I know I put a lot of stuff out there, but if you swipe something and if you go to your client, you're like honest, you're just like, hey, look, I'm just starting out Facebook ads. I have this in knowledge so far. I'm pretty sure this will work. If you just spend like $150 with me, let's run it and see what happens. It's going to be hard to convince them to give you $2,000 unless you really know what you're doing, right? So I would just be careful with that. You don't want to damage your reputation. You want to know what you're doing, and so just be careful with that. If you are going to do it, cool, test them, but just be honest. I learned like all you got to do is just be honest with the client. Let them know what's going on with you, with the campaign, with the funnel, with the potential results. As long as you're honest with them, you're not going to have any issues. But if you go and say, look, you're going to get 100 leads, you're going to give me $100 for 100 leads, and or whatever. Or if you're like, you give me 10 grand, this is what's going to happen. Boom, you take the money, and then stuff goes down south, and you're like, no, we're going to sue you, or we're going to leave you bad reviews. Like that stuff follows you. So just be careful. Your reputation is all you got in this business. So make sure you just make the right decisions. You know what I'm saying? So I think I beat that one down pretty good. But hey, man, if you got something, just tell them, hey, $150 trial. Let's see what happens. No guarantees. I'm new to this. Let's go. And dude, if you score some awesome results, fucking repeat that. Keep going with it. Okay? Cool. So Sammy said again, Sammy was talking about methods for manual and scaling. So I found that scaling with automatic bidding shoots the cost up while manual bidding keeps it steady. Yeah, Sammy, that's right. Manual bidding, the reason why it keeps it steady, the difference between manual bidding and automatic bidding is pretty much when you use a manual bidding, you want to use it for a smaller audience because there's not that much data points, right? So when you tell Facebook, I want you to give me a click for $3, but the highest price for a click on Facebook is $2.57. That just tells Facebook, hey, I'm willing to spend money if you can show my ad more. So it's just designed to push your ad out to your audience. And then once it's out there, if it's converting well, you can switch it to automatic. Okay, that's all it's for. But if you set it to automatic at a low audience, Facebook's going to charge whatever they want for it as long as it's getting charged, right? That's why it's best just to leave it to a bigger audience, all right, and not to mess with the manual bidding. All right. Jackie asked, I have a local rental company and my sales are down 10K. Sorry to hear that. Facebook is just eating my money, probably because I'm doing it wrong. Simple tips to market for a local service like myself. Okay, so you have a rental company. Like, what type of rental company is this? What are you renting out? I think that's, to be able to help you, I would need to know like what type of company it is. So if you're down 10K, that's rough. Yeah, Jackie, if you're on, let me know what type of rental company you have. Moon bounces. Oh, moon bounces. Okay, like the moonwalks. Cool. Cool. We actually do. We have a client that does that actually. So, think about who your client is. Who is your client? Your client is probably 13 years old licking an ice cream cone watching SpongeBob right now, right? That's who your client is, right? So that's one of your clients, and then who does that client go to irritate until they buy your moon house? Probably their mom, right? So your targeted audience might want to be talking to women. You can probably do, if they're doing kids, probably I would say for that age range, maybe there'll probably be 5 to maybe 16 years old, or you can actually do below 16 years old. So you're going to want to target moms. Okay, you're going to want to target women that are, say, 30 to 45, that are parents and have kids that are 16 and below. Okay, so target women, 30 to just say 45 or 50, something like that. And then in your demographical targeting, you want to type in parents, and then you want to select all the ones that are from let's say toddler, maybe 4 years old to 14 years old, something like that. Target that audience. And then in your messaging, speak. Is your daughter's birthdays coming up? Is your son's birthday coming up? Have you considered, tell them about your bounce house. Tell them about how cool it is to have a bounce house. Have a couple pictures, or one picture of an awesome bounce house, or a video of the client experience of a bunch of kids having an awesome time on the bounce house. Okay? Guarantee you that's going to get tons of engagement, and you're going to reach the right people with that targeting. Okay? So again, I think that goes back to, understanding the relationship between the targeting and the messaging. So you're speaking to that audience that you're targeting. So make sure that you find out who your client is, understand who your client is, target them appropriately, then send them the right message. And then obviously, Jackie, at the back end of that, you need to send your prospects or your clients to a place where you can collect their personal information. You don't want to send them to your website. If you send them to your website, you're going to spend a lot of money per lead. Why website? Because websites have homepage, they have contact page, they have about us page, they have services pages, they have privacy policy, they have terms and conditions, they have all of these different pages, right? So that's why we don't send people to websites, because it's all a distraction. Okay? The average attention span of someone today is 9 seconds. That's it, 9 seconds. In 1980, it was 20 minutes. Like, you can talk to somebody for 20 minutes and they're good to go. They're in the conversation. But now you talk to them for 9 seconds and they're ready for conversation number 2. Okay? So you have to keep your marketing very, very on a slippery slope into your business. So you need to use marketing funnels, okay, or a sales funnel. I think that is there one behind me, kind of? I don't know if you can see that, but I know if you guys recently came in, I'm sending a bunch of you guys messages every day, or at least one message a day on videos and trainings that I'm doing. I know one in there talks about the marketing funnel and how it needs to be designed. So make sure that you send someone, after they click on your ad, make sure you send them to a place where it's going to collect their personal information, and then push them to call you for an appointment or a quote or whatever. Don't offer a free quote, but push them, name, email, phone number, give them some type of value up front, and then thank you page is where you're going to want to push them for a phone call. Okay, so I hope that helps, Jackie. So just squeeze page to get their email for maybe bounce house giveaway. Yeah, Jackie, I think that's a good marketing strategy. If you want to give away a bounce house, market that, free bounce house giveaways. Make sure you target, moms or dads that have kids, first of all, right? And then say free bounce house giveaway. If your kid's birthday, hey, is your daughter or son's birthday in the month of May? Okay, run an ad just for May. Then you may qualify for a free bounce house this month for their birthday. Boom. And then get their on the squeeze page, just collect email address, but then on the next page, you can go into, qualify for, 50% off your bounce house. We're giving away one lucky person is going to get it out of 1,000, but you can download a free voucher for 50% off your bounce house. Give me your name, email, phone number. To whom and where should we send it to? Name, email, phone number. And then boom, on the last page, just say, hey, you book now, and we'll also do this for you for free, and you'll still qualify, for a potential free bounce house or something like that. Okay, so that's essentially a funnel that you can walk them down. That would be really good. Okay. Cool. I hope that works out, Jackie. And then just stay tuned here in Facebook Ad Secrets. Like I said, I'm sending most people, if you guys are on my messenger or on my email list, you are getting some free training and filming that I'm doing every day. And I also have the free training webinar that is about an hour, hour and a half, I think upwards of maybe 2 hours, where I just talk to you about how I've scaled my agency and how I get clients, and everything that I do is for you, whether you own a business or you're trying to do marketing or you're trying to quit your job. So make sure you tune into that and check that out. It's called, the link's at the top of the group. Maybe I'll post it in here too so you can check it out. But make sure you bring a notepad and pen. I talk a lot of strategy in there. Yeah, ClickFunnels is the best. Instapage is not bad as well. All right. So Chris asked, landed a new client. They help veterans apply for the aid and attendance for free. Since you are in the service, got any good targeting keywords? Okay, cool. So let's see. Oh, crap. Somebody said something. Truly appreciate it. Hey, no problem, Jackie. Good luck. If you need anything, I'm here in the group. Just tag me. Or you can tag Pixella Helper. She's my assistant. Let me read yours again, Chris. Landed a new client. Oh, crap. This popped up. They help veterans apply for the aid and attendance for free? Aid and attendance for free. Hey, Chris, if you're still here, can you elaborate a little bit more on what you mean? So you landed a new client. They help veterans, people that are in the military or out of the military, apply for the aid and attendance for free. Since you're in the service, got any good targeting keywords? So I'm not 100% sure what that service is, Chris, but I can tell you that if you're trying to target anyone that is aid and attendance benefit. Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah, so you don't need to get too detailed in your targeting for that. All you're going to target is veterans. That's pretty much it. And you're going to hit everybody. And then in your messaging, all you're going to do is speak to that audience about what you guys offer, what your client offers for free. Okay? So just target veterans. I think if you just type in veterans, boom, you'll hit everybody in that audience. But then it's all about the psychology, what image or video are you going to use, right? What type of funnel, pages that you have set up, how are you collecting their personal information, how are you pushing them to actually hire the individual, Or do you have some kind of automation in place where you can actually drive them? I think this is something big that I rolled out to my students last week, is actually pushing all of your leads to a calendar so they can book a phone call, so you come to a calendar just filled with leads. So if that's something that you can have set up as well, you know how to, set that up too. I would incorporate that too, because that's going to give your client a lot more value and have a lot better relationship for you and your client. Okay. But yeah, just target veterans, man. Keyword veterans, boom, you hit everybody in the U.S. All right. Alrighty. So did I hit everyone's question? Let me just do a run through real quick. The one pitch, give to get. Yep. Chris said that. All right. Awesome, guys. So, hey, really good Q&A. If you guys got any more, I'll answer them, as the night goes. I'm going to be working a little bit more. But I'm always online pretty much, so you can hit me up if you need help with anything. Use the group, continue to post. If you're wondering about the that live training event, it's right here. It's bit.ly/my 3 simple secrets. You can actually just click it. It's in the pinned post at the top of the page. That's going to give you a lot more strategy and show you a lot more opportunity where you can scale your business or get you to quit your job, whatever you're trying to do with Facebook ads. This is something you're going to want to watch. If you're in this group, you want to watch this. Trust me. All right. But awesome Q&A. keep asking questions. I think I want to go into this awesome tool that I want to show you guys. All right. It's a website called addicted.io. So hopefully most of you, if you know of this, cool. But this one is kind of like a little known secret in the digital marketing space. All right. So this website is ridiculous. So I mentioned to some of you guys maybe in the past, add espresso. That one's okay. This one's way better. What can you do with this? What is addicted.io? Addicted.io is a way for you to find and snoop on any single competitor in the market. And you can find ads for any single type of industry that's being used on Facebook right now. Okay, and it's free. I think they charge for something, but you don't need to buy anything. Like most of it, you can just search for free. So when you come to the website, boom, there's a search bar. All right, if I wanted to find a Facebook ad for dentist, I'm just going to type in dentist. Boom. All right, and look at this. Every single Facebook ad that is pulling from the server is showing up on here. So the point of doing this, guys, is you can really just swipe any of this content if you want. You can look at their video strategy. You can look at their image strategy. You can look at their ad copy strategy, how they're speaking to their audience. Okay. The thing about this, use this with caution, just because what I've said this before about Facebook ads. What's awesome about Facebook ads, anyone can do it, right? But does that mean everyone should be doing it? No, because most people don't know what they're doing. All right, and they're wasting a lot of money, and that's not their fault. Like everyone starts somewhere. That's not to bash anybody, but this is a place where you can, if you are new or if you're trying to get some other creative juices going, this website, all right, is a great one to use, and you can kind of see how other businesses are trying to interact with their audiences. Like I said, look at the images, look at the copy for any niche. I mean, look, this is all dental ads. Look, here's a guy trying to sell dental marketing. He looks kind of scary. You know what I'm saying? So, but let's do like, what's one you guys want me to look at? Just type it in the comments, and I'll look it up real quick. We'll see what kind of interesting stuff we come up with. Jackie said, what are people making helping out local businesses expand through Facebook? Exclamation. I might have to take this up part-time since my damn sales are down. Jackie, yeah, I know. Like I mentioned before, like if you're in this group, you're one of three things. You're someone that's trying to quit their job to do Facebook ads, or you're somebody that's a marketer trying to do Facebook ads for their clients, or you're a business owner trying to sell your product or service. Right now, you are what I just say, a business owner, generally pretty much, because you're trying to get people to buy your bounce houses, right? So you're in the right place, essentially. But if you wanted to cross over to the marketer side of the house, and do Facebook ads for local businesses, yeah, you can do that here. I've mentioned a few times, it's not a secret. I have a course where students are having awesome successes in it, but not to push that on you at all. So if you want to just learn a little bit more and you want to see like what I'm all about or where I came from or how I was able to scale my Facebook ads agency, just go check out the training webinar, the link's at the top of the page. It's a good opportunity. Okay. But, cool. So Maria said chiropractor. So, bam, look at these. What? This is Tony Robbins and Russell Brunson. And, because the word chiropractor. Cool. Okay, so here's some more relevant ones. So the Joint Chiropractic right here. Starkwood Chiropractic, they said get relief now. Portland and Gresham Preferred Injury Chiropractor for 25 years. Auto and work injury care, learn more. Okay, so for anybody who really knows me and how I write ads, they're like, wow, Doug, that's horrible. Yeah, this is not good. So just a reminder, these are great ways to see how, your competitors are talking and engaging with their audiences. Use it to get the juices flowing, but be very cautious if you're trying to actually swipe direct ad copy from these, because in marketing, you need to speak on people's pain points and you need to offer extreme value up front. All right, so like this one's popping out at me a little bit. It says, want to know how I helped my chiropractic clients grow? Oh, he's a marketer. Case study, 44% off chiropractic business growth in a year. What? I don't know. That's somebody who's trying to get business and trying to get chiropractors. Oh, here's the joint. Holla at your boy. $19 at Santa Monica right here. So, yeah, guys. So you can use these, like I said, get the juices flowing. But like I said, when you're writing ads, you want to speak on people's pain. The image needs to be relevant to the offer, and you need to offer some extreme value. So give away something for free, offer a big discount, give them a quiz, do something like that, okay? What up, Joe? Cool. Let's see, what else can we look at here? So you can actually look people's names too. So if I wanted to see all the Tony Robbins ads, I can type in Tony Robbins. All right, so you can type in, like, if you, like, seriously, any competitor that you know of, like if your clients have, you know, Mr. Chiropractor down the street that they don't like, type in their business on here and see what ads pop up, right? And you could snoop on what they're doing. Okay, so I typed in Tony Robbins and boom, I got all of Tony Robbins's Facebook ads right here. So if I wanted to, this is kind of extreme, but if I wanted to become an extreme life coach and travel the world, maybe I should design my ads to look like this a little bit, right? So, but you click like any of these, right? And it's just going to bring you to a page, and it just expands it a little bit more, gives you a little bit more detail. It actually gives you the link, you know, to the page, so you can actually snoop on the pages. All right. This is really good stuff, guys. So check it out. It's called addicted.io. This is what this will do essentially is it really is going to cut down your stress. You know, so if you're having problems with creativity and, you know, trying to write different ads, if you're trying to get into a new niche and you don't have a solid process already, this is going to help you, like I said, get those juices flowing. You can see what other people are doing, see how they're engaging with their audiences. And it'll help you write a lot better content, okay? But again, I have to keep saying this, be cautious, because these, I like Tony Robbins, like if you know Tony Robbins is huge. So whoever's writing his ads, they're probably good to go, you know, but you're only going to use his stuff if like you're an extreme, like I said, world traveling life coach or something like that, right? Awesome, good stuff. All right, guys, so use that tool, addicted.io. Use Facebook Ads Secrets. This place is for anybody that has a business, is a marketer, trying to quit their job, or whatever the case. Learn from Facebook Ads Secrets. Go register for my 3 simple secrets on how I scaled to 14K my first month doing my Facebook Ads agency. You can take all that knowledge, everything that I did, you can implement it into your business. It's about an hour and a half long. Make sure you bring like a notepad and a pen. Take notes, you know, turn the phone off, put the kids to bed, or some stuff like that, okay? Cool. All right, guys, so Joe says, get the course, people. It'll change your life. I'm a student. It's awesome. Thanks, Joe. Yeah, you guys are killing it. And what's cool, too, is, like, if you're in the course, so, like, I know there's students now that are starting to partner up because, you know, I teach you sales and I teach you how to do really effective and profitable Facebook ads, and I show you the exact psychology and how to write ads and how to understand the Facebook user, right? But then I also give you like all these funnels for all these different niches that you can just literally copy and paste. So if you just wanted to jump in, copy what's already working, you can do that. But you also get all the knowledge and training on psychology and Facebook and the ad manager, the business manager, how to get people, you know, how to get access, how to do your pixel, do your retargeting, do your lookalike, all this cool stuff, right? You get all that, but you can also just copy what's already working. And people are like partnering up now. So we got people that are like doing sales and another one's doing all the ads. So that's a potential too. So if you're somebody that's not as strong in sales, I'm going to coach the crap out of you on how to close a deal, right? But you can easily partner up with somebody that already knows sales, you know, and all they want to do is just do sales, and you could just do the ads in the background. So it's an awesome opportunity for, you know, anyone really, you know. So if you're in this group, it's a good opportunity. But just make sure you at least watch the webinar, because in there I actually talk about some strategies that I don't necessarily go over all the time. I don't sit here and like tell my story all the time and talk about how I used to like shotgun beers, right? When I was like 19 years old and I got laid off from Target, like joined the military, you know, I got to do cool stuff, but you know, I wanted more, you know, I wanted more. I was a true entrepreneur at heart. I always wanted to have this, you know, work from home, right? But I go into my story a little bit, but just it's not about me at the end of the day. It's about you. It's about your business. This group is all about you and where you're trying to take your life, what you're trying to do for your family. So just keep that in the back of your mind. And trust me, that's 100% what I'm trying to portray to you, and that's why we are here to help guide you. You know, I'm working my agency, and I have my digital assistants and my employees. I have Pixella. A lot of you guys know Pixella, and we're doing great things. So this has given me the opportunity to help guide you. And if you're struggling in your business, if you're struggling with your job, if you have a boss you hate, you want to kick him in the face, trust me, I know what that feels like. Hey, this is an awesome opportunity, you know, to at least, you know, pull back the curtain a little bit, see what it looks like on the other side. I guarantee you the grass is greener on the other side. That's not like a thing that people say, it's true, you know. So shoot, I don't want to get into my story too much, but if you want to go check it out, go check it out. It's a good webinar. You can ask anybody on here, that's all about it. Boom, you're awesome, D, and yes, get the course, people. Thanks, Maria. All right, guys, cool. I'll go ahead and just to help you guys out, I'll just go ahead and put it here so there's no confusion on how you guys can get it. But you can just go check out the free training, right? Where is this? Where's my face at? Where am I talking? All right. There we go. Boom. And there's a cool picture of me on an iMac teaching Facebook ads. Isn't that awesome? All right, guys, so I'm going to go ahead and sign off. But, hey, this has been awesome. Expect more of this. I love getting on here and talking to you guys and doing live Q&A. If you know anybody that's struggling with Facebook ads and they need some help, just add them, you know, just hit me up a message, or you can add them into the group. It's cool. And we'll help them out with their business, all right? Awesome. Sound good? Good? All right, guys. Hey. Love you guys. I'll see you in the group. Thank you so much. All right. Peace.